Afternoon, it's the 28th of November. We're in Peniscola at the El Cid site. As you can see, it's not that busy at the moment. Lovely site. The staff are really friendly and helpful. Just over the side there you've got a cafe, restaurant, bar and a little shop. Just over the back they're cleaning out the swimming pool at the moment. What we're going to do is we're going to walk into Peniscola. It doesn't take that long really. You can see it on the skyline there, and then later on tonight they've got a show of drones flying because it's their Christmas lights switch on. But anyhow, just waiting for Jack as per usual, and then we'll be off. Catch you in a bit. This is obviously the gents' toilets and showers. You know, kept clean and fairly modern, no complaints. I think there's a few blocks, but I'm not quite sure, but this is the one nearest to us. So just outside El Cid, the site itself, if you come out and turn left just at the top of the road there, you can see there's an Aldi, and then to get into Peniscola itself, obviously you turn right and just follow this road down, and you come to a T-junction here, and then you've got an option, you can go straight across and then you come out by the hotels on the skyline there, which is a nice little walk, or come down the bottom of the road here, turn right and then take the next road on the left, and you just follow that down and that takes you in to Peniscola itself. Anyhow, can't complain, we're in Spain. So this is the Eden site. It's a lot more expensive than El Cid. We've just come with that little sort of like bridge thing there. That's the police station and that's the seafront, and that's taken us about maybe 10 minutes. We haven't really been rushing it. It's really cloudy today, but anyhow, catch you in a bit. As you can see, miles of golden sand. Obviously it's not busy because it's November, end of November. That was the police station told you about. Jackie pointed out it's actually a mile to here, and then obviously miles of golden sand again. We've got a fisherman there, tight lines to him, and then what we're going to do now is we're going to walk along the seafront itself and then head towards the castle there, and it's up there tonight that they have the Christmas lights switch on and the drone light show. But anyhow, as we passed by here yesterday, we noticed that van sat there and this motorhome here. It's obviously tolerated this time of year, but obviously in the height of summer it wouldn't be. There was only one yesterday, which is this one here, but obviously there's a few more that jumped on the bandwagon. But yeah, free parking I suppose. Looks like another van across the road there, but best of luck to them. And just in case you doubted where we were, there's the sign saying where we are. Now I don't know if you're able to see the wall of the castle there, but it looks like it's been strafed by probably aircraft fire or something like that. But yeah, probably was during the war. And then obviously you got some lovely bits of artwork there. One of the amazing ones is the dragon over there. I don't know if you can see it. Must be like a school outing at the moment. Hope they don't think I'm videoing them. I'm not. I'm trying to show you this ceramic dragon, and then the big thick walls behind that, like I say, looks like it's been strafed. Anyhow, catch you later. So apparently this fresh water here is coming from the castle itself, and the area is used for the fishermen to wash their nets. Yesterday, just at the restaurant in the corner there, we sat around the other side looking over the marina itself. Fantastic view out of the breeze itself, with some beers, and just the other side there, you know, it's a few motorhomes parked up as well, and then there's a large car park just beyond that people are parked up in as well. So I think during the winter it's probably tolerated, but in the summer I don't think it will be. But anyhow, so we're just about to enter through this gate into the old town and eventually up and around to the castle. Hopefully you can see that hole down there. You can hear the water lapping in, but you can't actually see it. So this is a famous house of shells. Hope we don't get pulled by YouTube for that music that's playing in the background. Amazing. So we're going to go into the castle now. You get your tickets from there. It's €5, but if you're over 60 like me, it's €3.50. So winner winner. Let's go and have a look. Must have been quite modern in them days, because this lookout tower had aircon. Anyhow, let's go and have a look round. Right, we're just going to go in through the entrance hall itself. I'll probably not do much more videoing, because obviously I think if you're interested, right, it's not expensive, you should really come and see it for yourself, or maybe it will, I don't know. Let's see what the view's like at the top here. It's quite narrow coming up there. So that's obviously one of the cannonballs, according to that. Wouldn't want to be hit by that. was quite daunting coming down them steps there with no light. Come down. Another room here. For €5 for an under 60 and €3.50 at the moment. Yeah, money well spent, I think. Amazing. So we now come out the castle itself. I'm going to go around to the artillery. Got some tat shops here if you want to buy it, but around the frontier I think it is. Back in the day, I don't reckon there was any fat Spanish soldiers with their armour on going up and down all these steps. I don't know if you can see, but there's what's known as Cormorant Corner, where they all go and hang out and share a fish or two. Anyhow, so I got talking to these two blokes and they're a little bit brassed off. Time to stag on, lad. Hello 22 Bravo, this is 22 Charlie. Firing now. So we just left the campsite up there, come down the bottom of the road, and then normally we would go straight over and turn right and go into Peniscola, but we're going into Peniscola or something. And what we're going to do is we're going to walk along this path which follows the European Cycle Route 8, and then once we get to the town itself, we're going to walk back via the seafront, just to change things up a bit. But anyhow, it's going to cost, it's going to take us about an hour and a half to an hour and 40 it reckons, but we'll just see. Sort of reminds me, apart from the weather, back in the UK, is at the M62 where you've got that farm between the two parts of the motorway. You've got that sort of like little house on a roundabout. How bizarre. I was always led to believe that the Mediterranean wasn't tidal, but it must have been a high tide last night for that boat to get washed up on there, some distance from the beach. So it looks like we're just coming into the onto the edge of Peniscola, because we're getting a lot of hotels and what looks like holiday apartments and stuff like that. So it's just over 2 miles, and it's taken us 45 minutes to get this far. But obviously we're going to go down to the marina and see what's that. A rather bizarre bit of metal sculpture on the roundabout there. Tarragona. That's where we're heading next. I think it's up towards Tarragona. I'm not quite sure. Mercadona there. We're not far from the marina at the moment. So that's us. We made it down to the port of Peniscola. It's taken us an hour and 20 minutes to get here, and the distance was just under 4 miles. So I think we're going to go and maybe find somewhere to get some hydration and some nutrition. You can see the castle right over in the distance there. So we've just been, we've just left Peniscola by the coastal path itself, and then obviously we're heading back to the site. The worst part of it's going to be, we're going to see the castle right over in the distance there for the whole of the journey, and when we get virtually right over in the distance there, in line with that whatever it is on top of the hill, we'll turn right, and then we've still got another mile to walk back to the site. But it's a nice day, not complaining about it. I don't think it's going to take a while because Jack keeps stopping and taking photos. But anyhow, enjoy the journey. Great views. So we've left the sandy beaches behind. I've now got this almost like a shale beach, but there is some sand in there. It's mainly shale. And I think once we get round the corner just up there by them palm trees, it looks like it's the golden sand again. But we'll see when we get there. So it started to come back to a lot more sand than stone. We noticed on our way down there was a motorhome camper van park up spot just off the road there. I don't know if they charge you for it, but I think there's only so many slots. But that's a nice little park up close to the beach. So that was on the main road between Peniscola and Peniscola. So on the right hand side, I was heading up that way. Still see the castle, still appears to be miles away. It doesn't appear as though we're getting any closer, but we're getting into the group of the hotels now. But so that's us coming off the beach itself. And as anybody knows that walks on the beach, it can be quite slow and hard going. And this is where we joined and went down that way. But what we're going to do now is we're going to take the boardwalk all the way back into Peniscola. And as you can see, just there is the sign. That car's just gone by saying Peniscola for the outskirts. Catch you in a bit. So what we've noticed walking from Peniscola back to Peniscola itself, and even within Peniscola, there's a lot of hotels, restaurants and bars actually shut, and it's understandable because the place is dead. Obviously it was busy last night for the Christmas lights, but walking around you can walk for miles without actually bumping into anybody, but we're enjoying it. So that's us now back at the campsite, El Cid. Distance, round trip, going out by the cycle track, the cycle lane, and coming back via the seafront was 8.2 miles, and it's taken us 2 hours and 50 minutes. Took jackets with us just in case, but didn't need them today because it's been very warm, very little wind. But anyhow, I think we're going to go into the site now and get some hydration. Catch you later. So as promised, a little bit of hydration for adults. The cracking view. We've moved our motorhome now to just down past them palm trees. Gets more sun, and the only reason we've moved is we were booked in here for 2 nights and we decided to extend for 2, but on the last night we were going to have to move, so we decided to move early into a better spot. But anyhow, cheers, looking forward to this.